Welcome to Toy Business Unboxed, your gateway to the secrets of the toy industry. Here, Jason Shea, a toy entrepreneur and expert in the field.
Every product we develop is really inspired by some of the real life experience that we have with our son.
60% of all toys last year were sold on Amazon, which is incredible.
Be passionate about it because it's a road, it's a journey.
Like when you have an idea that you think is like gonna somewhat like change the world, make things better, I'd say go for it.
We'll guide you through the enchanting world of toy design, marketing, and manufacturing. Now let the unboxing begin.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Toy Business Unboxed podcast. I'm your host, Jason Shea. Today's guest is Matt, the founder of Blinking.com. What started out was a light-up earring has really grown into a thriving e-commerce brand, building on novelty toys, party accessory, and even custom flashing items. And he have quite a bit of flashing item that he's going to show today. And he have an amazing journey over the last decades in both sourcing to design, and he have created hundreds of products that really bring energy and fun to parade, to concert, and even corporate event. So thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today, Matt.
Hi, Jason. Thank you so much for having me on here today.
Yeah, so first, can you take our audience back to the very beginning? Where does this business idea even came up for you? Now you have, I think, over 1,000 products now, but where did it all get started for you?
Oh, yeah. This is my favorite story to tell, my friend. So, back in around 2000, I was caught up in the .com bubble. I was a web developer. I was freelance web developer building websites for folks. And I was also going to San Francisco Giants games trying to catch a Barry Bonds home run. Barry Bonds was hitting all those home runs. I was in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I went to a crazy party, and a guy there sold me a little earring that lights up, and you put it on your ear with a little magnet. And I thought it was pretty cool, and I paid him $10 for it. And then, next time I went out for fun, dancing, and I wore it, and people started asking me about it when I'm out. Mm-hmm. And then I said, after a short time, I thought, this seems like a pretty good product. And I went and found them, not for $10 each on the internet, but, for a dollar each or something. And then I bought 100 of them. And then the next time I was out and someone asked me, I said, oh, this is my product. I sell these for $5. Several at just out having fun. And that paid for my night out. And it was great. After a little while, I thought, this is so good. I could take it a little bit further. And so I was already going to the Giants games. So I started selling these lights, these little teeny lights, at the Giants games, walking around the park at night games, and people love them. They love them. And I was even going out in the bleachers, like, the guys that go peanuts, and I'm walking around, with these lights, and people would stop me and buy a lot of them. And I would have to watch out for the security, and if I saw the security, I would just give them a light.
Were you selling it illegal?
They would leave me alone. And then I started doing this on the streets of San Francisco, at Fisherman's Wharf, in the financial district, all over the place. And then when the season ended, I started going to the Golden State Warriors games, and doing the same thing at the Golden State Warriors games. And then I thought, this is good, but I have to worry about the police and security, and what I'm doing isn't exactly legal. I didn't have permission from the stadium to do it. And so I thought, let me make this a little bit more legitimate and see how far I can take this. And since I was a website builder myself, I made a website for it. And the website caught on right away, pretty much. And I started selling a lot all over the world. And then before long, I went on Amazon, et cetera, and expanded the product line.
Yeah, and I know, how many products do you have in your product line now? I know you have a huge catalog right now.
About 1,500.
That's quite a bit of a product, huge catalog. How do you manage all the different SKU properly? Do you have like a local warehouse here in your
Yes, we have our warehouse, and it's all, AI helps a lot nowadays. AI helps us with everything, with our systems. And, I'm able to run it with basically a fairly small staff because of AI really helps so much.
I see. And I think you have some of your product with you today on the show as well. Will you mind sharing some of the product and
Yeah, sword, expandable lightsaber.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay,
show you,
okay.
I'll open it up
Yeah. Yeah.
here. If I can open it up properly. They this takes AA batteries
Mhm.
and the sword expands.
Oh, okay,
This
that's a fun design.
this is great, to
Yeah.
help with packaging because it
Mhm,
takes
mhm.
up less space and it has the protector for the batteries that I pull
Oh,
out there.
okay, okay, okay.
And then when I press it, we get these light effects and
Oh, okay.
it shoots the light out the back.
I s
So it makes patterns all over the place.
That's a fun
And
Christmas party item. Let's see. Yeah, what
it
else?
has
Yeah, sure. What else you got?
okay. For your favorite president, you either love him or you hate him. And these are a
Yeah.
deck of cards, Donald Trump playing cards, and these are actually gold plated. So this is
Oh, okay.
another product line I have with a lot of gold plated items. I have it started off with some fake gold plated $100 bills, and then
Oh, okay.
I expanded
I
it,
see.
and these are very very shiny, very pretty looking gold plated cards. They're actually real gold from what I understand. Everything indicates that. It's a thin film. It's thin
Mhm.
film technology, so it's a very thin plating of gold. So they're not like, super expensive or anything. Yeah, that's a
I
nice
see.
one. That's a nice item. They're good playing cards too. They're very slippery.
Mhm.
This is a ball, a bouncy ball that lights up, so when you bounce it, it makes
Mm,
uh oh, and no real monetary value. It's just
mhm.
for collectors, people that, like Bitcoin. And then this is more of a challenge coin, like a military style challenge
Oh, okay.
celebrating the current 250th anniversary of the
Mhm.
United States. And these coins is something that we've lately that are very popular and something I
Mhm.
have about 50 different types of coins now. I have
Oh, okay.
crypto ones, so
Mhm.
many different cryptos like Solana and Ethereum and XRP, and then also the other coins we have are religious themed ones like
Oh,
a Jesus, Last Supper, Armor of God, that type of thing, and
okay.
then also military ones, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
I see, I see, I see, I see. And I think you also have some custom design lapel pin as well,
That's
maybe?
right, that's right.
Yeah.
So we custom make lapel pins. That's a very popular product. You see on my shirt, for those of you that are watching, this is blinky.com. We also have a website known as logoblinky.com. So it's
Logo
like you
blinky.com.
tack
Okay.
logo before
Mhm.
the blinky, and then that's our custom flashing lapel pins that we make for large companies. This one we did for the Grateful Dead. So that's the Grateful Dead Florida Gators.
Hmm.
That's
Mhm.
uh, a casino known as Little River Casino because this one I've tested the batteries, so I know that this one is actually lighting up.
Oh, yeah, you also light up. Okay, okay, okay. Very cool.
So the way that these work is the back is a twist. If I twist the back, that's what turns it on and off. And
Where's
then
the
it's
battery in? Is the battery also inside?
yeah, the battery's inside here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
And then it has this military clutch clasp to
Mhm.
pin it on. So I can pin it using this clasp. Just a moment. There we go.
Okay, okay, okay. I see.
Yeah. Let me see. There we go.
Yeah, so you have like really two very distinct business model. One is more like direct to consumer, one is more like direct to businesses. Like as far as marketing goes, like how do you target those corporate like client versus the end consumer?
Okay. Yeah. So, we're using Google ads, and I think that targets both the retail and the business clients. We achieve sales that way. Our Amazon store is mostly, targeting the consumers. Mostly through the Amazon store, we're selling one at a time. Through our website and using Google, we're usually doing multiples. Someone might buy if they're ordering the custom made ones,
Mhm.
the minimum is 50 and we've sold up to 50,000 at a
Oh,
time.
I would say that kind of adding back to your conversation about manufacturing, one of the biggest struggle that we all face in the industry this year is definitely the tariff. How do you navigate that? Since I assume a lot of your product is also manufactured in China, or do you have some actually here is made in the United States?
No, everything is made in China, and the tariffs has been sort of hit or miss. Like
Mm.
sometimes when Trump might put out a tweet and then I get a message from my supplier the next day or later that day saying, I'm sorry, your new orders are going to have 100% tariff. And then Trump puts out another tweet
Yeah.
where he cancels it. And then the supplier says, oh, forget it. Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah.
been hit or miss. And
Yeah.
for some reason, much of what we import is not subjected to tariffs. And I don't,
Oh, okay. That's
yes,
well, you got lucky or you planned it correctly. I
something.
see.
Yeah, I think it's mostly luck.
Okay, okay. Well, that's yeah. Well, that you're extremely on the good side on that one. I know I've been interviewing a lot of people. Their business is being affected tremendously because of the
Yes.
terrorist situation that really have a huge impact overall. But what are some of the trend you're seeing? Because I know you have been operating this business for a few decades now. It's like I know some of your product because it's kind of like a trendy item. But based on
Yeah.
your experience, what are some of the latest trend that you're seeing?
We've gone through so many different trends. There was the fidget spinner trend,
Yeah,
and I sold so many fidget spinners. It's amazing. And then Amazon for some reason thought they were dangerous and started banning fidget spinners. I don't know why.
yeah.
And right now, one of the trends is these coins,
Mhm.
these 250th anniversary coins that I
Oh,
showed
those
you.
point. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because this next 4th of July will be 250th anniversary of the United States.
Well, okay,
So
okay,
so
okay.
so
Yeah.
those are very popular right now,
Mhm.
those coins. It's Christmas time, so a lot of Christmas items.
Christmas
This is
item.
another
Yeah.
Christmas item I have. This is a wand. It's a
Oh, okay.
snowman wand, and what I like about it is it's not very typical. It's very unique in that, see, it has snow inside of there. It has
Okay.
actual snowflakes. When you turn it on, it lights up, and then the snowflakes move all around.
I see, okay.
So it's pretty cool, and it sounds some
You
music.
even have some music. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
pretty cool.
um, yeah. So Christmas is the big thing right now, and I'm trying to think what else trends. I also have these slingshot helicopters. Have you
Oh,
seen?
no, I haven't, no.
Okay, so these are pretty trendy right now. For the summer. They're big in the summertime, less
Oh,
so
out
out
okay.
there. It's an outdoor toy.
Yeah.
This is a slingshot helicopter. They have different names. They're also called aerocopter. And
Oh, okay.
what this is it's something you shoot up in the air, and then it flies down. It flies down like an airplane.
You kind of hold on it, then you will
Yeah,
fly.
yeah. It has this piece, which is the slingshot.
Okay.
This piece here is the slingshot,
Yeah.
and you pull it back like this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, this is the part that goes up in the air, and first you have to bend the wings. That's
Down
right, like
spinning.
this.
I
Yeah,
see,
and
yeah.
then it spins around, so then it also lights up. If I turn on the light there,
Oh, you also light up too, okay.
yeah, it lights up, and
Yeah.
then I can take it, and I can hook it on like this, and then I'll
Oh, okay, then you will spin.
okay.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and then
I
but you
see.
aim it straight up in the air, and then
Yeah.
it spins down slowly.
Okay, very, very cool. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay. That sounds like a fun game for sure. I can imagine with the catalog of your size, it must be hard to try to identify the trend ahead of the times. Like, what is your strategy to know, okay, this is the trending item, time to order them? Because by the time you order it, it take a few more months for it to arrive in US where you can start
yeah.
selling them.
Yeah, I like to scope out different websites. I like to
Okay,
look at AliExpress and
okay,
see what's trending there to find new things, and then I can order a couple samples from
okay.
AliExpress and just list them and
See,
see what happens.
see what happened. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I don't like to make a large commitment of
Mhm.
of merchandise.
That's
Yes,
smart.
thank
Yeah.
you. I like to just list it. I might only have a couple, and then if I sell 100, I might have to go to the customer and say, "I'm sorry, there's gonna be a delay.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
can refund you if you want, but if you have, an extra 2 weeks, we can
Mm.
deliver it in time." And that usually works out okay.
Oh, okay.
So my advice is to you know, just put things for sale, make it for sale and see what happens. You can always refund the money if you have to. But most times I found the customer can wait. People oftentimes order ahead of time.
I see, I see. Thank you so much for sharing that. And please educate me if I'm wrong, but I understand like because most of your product have electronic in it because there's a battery involved, there's also lighting involved. Isn't there like additional regulation that for importing purposes that you also need to kind of navigate that? How do you usually
Yeah.
navigate with the
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, there's different standards of material safety that we have to contend with. You may be familiar with CPSIA, which is a material safety standard, and also the latest thing that we had to deal with is so many of our products have cell batteries. They're like lithium cell batteries, the type that are like a coin.
Yeah.
And I think it was last year, there was a new law that went into effect about cell batteries. Reese's Law. It's known as Reese's Law.
Okay.
I think
What did
because there was a young kid named
swallow? Um, did he swallow it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
a kid went into a coma, something like that, maybe died.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact what happened, but they passed
Yeah.
some very strict laws about that, and
Mhm.
there are new labeling requirements and, import and labeling requirements, and, we had to go through and label everything. We had to
Mm,
label everything to make sure it all met those requirements.
I see. I
Everything
see.
with cell batteries.
Yeah, that's tricky. That's tricky. And with a catalog of your size, like when is the time you figure out this is the time to discontinue certain product from your inventory or from your catalog because you're dealing with thousands of SKU all the time? Like, what is your cadence? Do you review that once a quarter, once a year, and see, oh, those product is no longer trendy, so to speak, time to kind of liquidate and try to get rid of them?
Yeah, it's basically just once a year because when we do inventory at the end of the
Mm.
year,
Yeah,
that's when we evaluate what we'll be doing for the following year.
I see.
'Cause, if you have so many stuck on the shelf, you're not gonna wanna reorder.
Do you also go to the Canton Fair in China, try to identify product like in person by walking the show, some of the big trade show in China as well?
No, I
Your
haven't been to
product?
China yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, that's surprising with the catalog of your size. Yeah.
Not yet, not yet. I've been able to do it from here. I have 2 kids and my wife, so it's
Mm.
difficult to do that, but,
I
um,
see.
but I wouldn't mind visiting China.
I
I would
see.
like to.
Yeah, usually my experience, if you visit your manufacturer in person, usually negotiate a much better payment terms, sometimes lower cost too. So especially if
Oh,
you
really?
can have a drink with the factory boss,
Oh,
that
okay,
always
okay.
help. That's kind of like
Okay.
a Chinese culture thing.
I
Having a
see.
drink in the business setting, that's usually how you negotiate a much better price or much better payment term, much better everything, pretty much.
Oh,
So
wow. I'll have to make that a priority then. Yeah.
yeah, because personally, because I, as you know, I also run a toy business myself. I've been to China a few times, just trying to build that relationship with my manufacturers, try to
Oh, wow.
negotiate better payment terms. So that especially if you're already doing a significant value with certain manufacturer, they will give you like VIP treatment as well.
Oh, wow.
They'll bring you to restaurants, wherever you want, and just show you around as well. And they can
Oh,
also
wow.
help you usually most of the manufacturer I talk to, they speak pretty good English, so you don't really need a translator neither. So yeah.
Los Angeles.
Okay, I
And
see.
I did visit him. Yeah, I can only imagine if I went to China, how what it would be like.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Yeah, if you haven't been there, definitely visit and have that conversation face to face with some of your top manufacturer. That
Got
always
it.
helps. So yeah,
Thank
and
you.
looking ahead here for 2026 and beyond, what is some of the goal or like some of the new project you're working on for your brand?
Well, the custom flashing pins is what we're focused on the most.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah, I really enjoy doing those because I get to be creative and, I get to help with the design, and I
Oh, okay,
Pardon?
okay. You also help with the design. Okay, got it.
That's correct. So, oftentimes it's like sometimes someone will come to me and say, "I want an eyeball." No, here's the classic example is a gentleman, he wanted a hand, he wanted like one of these pins,
Yeah.
but he wanted it to be a hand with with 2 fingers cut off,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it had some text on it.
I see.
Also had his name and some other text, and it was because he was sort of well known because he had an accident where his fingers were cut off, etcetera,
Oh, I see.
and, that's what people knew him for.
I see. Okay. Okay.
So I designed the hand, I was able to make a drawing and with the fingers and everything. It was
Oh,
crazy. It
I
was
see.
very crazy of
Right.
an idea, but
Yeah.
I was able to make that drawing, and, so when someone comes to me and they want a custom blinky light, we include an hour of artwork,
Oh, okay. Okay.
if they need help with the artwork.
Can you walk us through how long does that typically take? Let's just say you have a new customer that just ordered this like crazy design? Does it take a few weeks, or how long does this whole process take from idea to finished product?
Okay, here's another example. I had the New Orleans Ballet Company
Okay.
come to me for a blinky light, and they wanted a nutcracker, like
Okay.
from the Nutcracker Ballet, the toy
Okay. Okay.
Nutcracker.
Yeah.
And I had a nutcracker as a stock item long, long time ago,
Okay.
but it wasn't very nice. And so when they came to me, what I did is I actually used AI for this one.
Okay.
I'm blanking out on the name. It wasn't ChatGPT. It was a different AI. I guess it's not important, but
Mid journey, maybe?
no, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't Midjourney. Shoot. It's not a well-known one.
I
But
see.
anyhow, so I told it to make me a nutcracker with a certain color motif and with the letters NOLA.
Okay.
And I was able to get about 5 variations that I liked designed
Yeah.
by the AI,
Okay.
and I sent them to the customer,
Okay.
and they chose one of them.
I see.
And then after that, now the next step is to outline the design. So because you have to give the factory the shape
The
of the
shape, yeah.
blinking, because they're going to make a printed circuit board and cut
Oh.
it to the proper shape. And then we also need to choose where to put the LEDs and what
Yeah, that's
colors
tricky.
and
Yeah.
what colors to use.
Okay.
So on my website, Logo Blinky, I have a lot of examples of these diagrams that I make. I make 2 things for the customer
Okay.
next. The next 2 things I make, once we've established the actual print artwork, is we make an LED diagram that shows the shape of the Blinky, and it indicates where and what color the lights will be.
Oh, that's actually super cool. Yeah. Might consider ordering one for you for toy launch.
And then the next step after that is I make a virtual sample. So
Yeah.
I make an
Okay.
animation of the blinky light, where it actually shows the design and it has the
Okay.
lights blinking around that where this is what it's going to look like as a finished product.
Oh, amazing.
It's
I see. Okay, that's really cool. And how long do you say this process usually take? Like a month?
Oh, okay. So, it takes a couple days to figure out things with the customer and to establish
Yeah.
a design, and then it's 3 to 4 weeks of production and delivery. So
Oh, okay.
from the time of usually we're paid up front. From the
Yeah.
time of payment until delivery is 3 to 4 weeks.
Well, that's actually pretty quick. Yeah. That's
Not
actually
too bad.
yeah, that's really quick.
Now, on the other hand, we also have our lapel pins that we keep in stock here in the United States. Like, we have some stock ones. Someone
Oh,
bought
okay.
a
Okay.
dollar sign one today. I
Yeah.
had a customer ordered 100 dollar sign blinky lights. If
Right.
you want one of those customized, the ones that we already have in stock, we have the facilities to print on top of a pre-made one, and
Hmm.
that takes less time because that's done here in the States. That's only about
Ah,
1 to 2 weeks turnaround.
I see. I see. I see. Got it. Got it. So looking back at your journey of building this business to where you're at, what was like maybe one of the biggest struggle or challenges that you have faced over the year building up the business?
Amazon is very tricky. It used to be a much
Yeah.
larger percent of our
Yeah.
business,
Yeah. Okay.
but, for example, we sell light up NFL, NBA, NHL, and NCAA
Oh,
flashing fiber optic caps.
okay.
So it's a licensed item, and right here where the logo is, it has fiber optics that poke through,
Okay. Okay.
and then it has an LED module and batteries in the top of the hat where there's a little space. Then the
Okay.
fiber optics poke through, and then there's a switch just right here to turn it on and off, and it makes the logo actually light up.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
those are officially licensed.
I
Those
see.
we don't hold the license, but
Yeah.
the manufacturer had a deal with the sports
Oh,
organizations
I see. I
for
see.
licensing. But Amazon has given us so many problems that
Was
we
it
don't even sell those on Amazon anymore.
I
I
see.
took them off.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Anything with any type of license, even if we have the license, we just avoid Amazon for it, even if
Yeah.
it's legitimate,
Give you
because
too
it's so
much.
difficult to deal with them because
Yeah.
you're mostly just dealing with AI.
Yeah. Or just some random dude in Pakistan.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. But okay. But we're kind of wrapping up today's interview. Thank you so much for sharing all the different stories and your journey so far. But if you have to share just one piece of advice with someone else that's just getting started in the toys and game industry, what would that be?
My be like Nike and just do it. So, just make the website, find the item, just do it. Make it happen. Don't let anything slow you down. Like I said, I oftentimes will just have a couple samples and I'll put it up for sale. And
Yeah,
if it sells 100, then I deal with that then.
later.
Speed is key.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Speed to implementation instead of sometimes people overthink or analysis paralysis by analysis. Where they never really take any actions.
You don't need a website and a logo package and stationery and a Facebook and all that. You don't have to
Yeah,
have all that set up beforehand. You can do
yeah.
that as you go and build it up.
That's a wonderful piece of advice. So for those listener and those audience want to learn more about you and your business, where is the best place for people to find you online?
Well, I would say blinky.com.
Okay.
That's blink.com, and logoblinky.com is our flashing lapel pin custom website. We also are on Facebook at blinky.com. So it's spelled out Blink double EDOTCOM is our
Mm.
Facebook. Our YouTube we're on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. My TikTok, if you want to see a lot of fun things that I did on TikTok, because I did some, um, I'm going to take your job one day. I did a little bit of influencer activities on TikTok where I eat
I,
very hot chili peppers.
well, okay. I
My
see.
TikTok is Magic Mats, MAGICMATTS.
And
Cool.
thank you so much for your time and energy today to share your story and being with us on the show.
Well, I appreciate you so much. It's so kind of you to have me, and I admire you, and I admire how professional and comprehensive your entire, world is. You have a whole beautiful world, and everything seems so efficient, and the way you've put it together is very admirable.
Thank you very much. It's mostly my team doing all the work. So yeah, so thank
Well,
you so much.
you've done a great job, as the leader.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for our audience for tuning in to this episode of Toy Business Unboxed podcast. I hope today's conversation gave you practical insight and fresh inspiration for growing your own toys and game brands. This podcast episode is proudly sponsored by Toy Launch, a leading marketing and growth partner for toys and game companies. At Toy Launch, we help brands scale on Amazon and beyond through full service account management, PPC, SEOs, creative and catalog optimization, influencer marketing, and even marketing consultation. If you're looking for a proven team that understands both the toy industry and e-commerce marketing, we're here to help. If you'd like to have a personalized marketing breakdown for your brand, your opportunity, and your best next step, you can schedule a free consultation session with us. Just visit toy-launch.com/schedule. And if you want to connect with other toys and game founders and entrepreneurs, feel free to join our free Facebook group at Toy and Games Launchpad. You can find it at toy-launch.com/group. Till next time, keep innovating, keep creating, keep bringing joy to the toys. This is Jason Shea signing off on the Toy Business Unboxed. We'll see you in the next episode.